We're going to be continuing on with our series going through The Witcher 3, which is a very massive open world game and where you can make choices that actually affect how things play out in the game. And I thought that'd be a fun way to kind of explore whether or not it's even possible to be a just person in an unjust world, because the background setting for all of this is basically based on medieval European politics. You know, there are kings. There's no such thing as really even capitalism or democracy or anything like that, let alone socialism or anarchism in a political sense. I mean, you could say that in the false colloquial sense, there's anarchism, but not in any true political sense. So I just thought it'd be fun to go through with y'all, and then every time there's a big decision, we can try and make the best decision to promote more justice and freedom and democracy within the world of, I don't even know what the overworld is called. The region is the Northern Realms, even, so they don't even really, I don't know. I'm not that deep into the lore to know what to even call the whole world in this fictitious world. But anyway, let's get into it. I'm going to have to do the screen capture again in order to get the full effect. Oh, and I'm on a different game, so I'm going to load up the one that we had been playing. We're just starting out. So as it loads, we'll probably get a little refresher as to the background story of why we're at where we're at. Yeah, there we go. It's part of the load screen.
The sorceress Yennefer. She'd eluded him for years, but now seemed just a few steps ahead.
So we're trying to track down Yennefer. That's the main quest. And why we're doing that? I guess just because she wrote us a letter. And that's it. So we've just beat up some ruffians who didn't like our kind. Managed not to kill any of them, though, so that's always good. That's going to be one of the main goals, is to kill as few human beings as possible. Because, I mean, for one thing, it's not our job. We're not a police officer. We're not there to violently enforce the king's laws. I mean, there really isn't even a kingdom in play here. It's being vied over by two different factions. The Redanians, one of the only... Okay. I tried to not have all these tutorials come up, but it's doing it anyway. Anyway, the Redanians and the Nilfgaardians are fighting over this territory of the north here. Alright, so here's a notice board. This is one of the most important places to go. You'll see bunches of different notices. Some of them will give you quests. Some of them are just kind of to enrich the lore of it. So I'll read them out for you. This one says, volunteers wanted by order of Captain Peter Sar Gwenliv. Let it hereby be known that enlistment in the Imperial Army, so this is the Nilfgaardians, the invading force from the south, is now open. Recruits will be provided with room, board, and regular pay, which this region of Velen, we're not even in Velen yet, but the outskirts of Velen really, is pretty hard up. The war's been hard on them, so people are hungry, people are homeless. There's been villages that have been, pillaged. So that might be a good way to entice people in, actually. Yet the greatest payment of all is the honor of serving Emir Var Emrys, Deathwin Adyan, and some Nilfgaardian stuff, which I'm not going to attempt to pronounce. Once enlisted, recruits will be trained under the tutelage of the Empire's greatest strategists. Recruits' families will be assured sufficient sustenance for the entire time of their service. In the case of the death on the field of glory, they will receive a lifelong pension. So at this point, it's volunteers, but as we know, as empires get desperate, it's no longer a request. It moves to conscription. Looking to borrow a plow? Hey lads, there any among ye can lend me a plow? Thing is, mine smacked up against a stone in the field so hard it bent half ways. and many a fiend take me if I know how to fix it or plow my field without it. So this is just showing how people are hard up in this area. Wanted deserter. So now we get into more of the enforcement end of political of politics, I guess. Last night, a soldier fled from the army camp under cover of darkness. The wanted man, a recruit who recently volunteered to join His Imperial Majesty's service, goes by the name of Odrin. And that's that's a name that kind of floats throughout all these games. It's kind of a joke. It's like you'll hear soldiers calling for Odrin. I think the lore goes something like if you call him enough, he will appear with drink for you, or something like that. He claimed to be a Kedwani by birth, but said King Henselt's misrule had convinced him. So that's another empire that's fallen in the northern regions, the Kedwanis. King Henselt is dead. And the way that plays out is in the previous game of The Witcher 2, you either kill him, or in between that game and this game, he dies on the battlefield. So he's dead either way. He was part of said instigation for a mere 2 days, but managed to eat and drink enough that in that time for an entire regiment of dragoons. Anyone with information about the deserter's present locations, is to report to the garrison at once. Description: modest stature, wiry, with thinning hair. He fled in his undergarments by squeezing out through the latrine's drainage system, and probably thus reeks like an old boar. Characteristic mark can be easily recognized by his voice, which has the telltale rasp of a hardened alcoholic. Anyone found providing... Yeah, there you go. There's that allusion to alcoholism. Anyone found providing shelter or sustenance to the deserter will be subject to a summary court-martial. Okay. So most of the stuff is just background and lore and stuff like that. Okay, a bunch of Kedwani, or a bunch of Nilfgaardian stuff. Don't understand what you just read? No wonder. It's Nilfgaardian, and soon half the world will be speaking it. This mysterious tongue, so you best start learning it now. And yours truly can help you with that for a very modest fee. Ernest of Vicorvaro. Alright, brother missing. My brother went off to fight the Black Ones. I have reason to think he stood on a great battle nearby. He's not returned to this day, like many others, you'll say, and you'll be right. But if he fell, and I know it's likely he did, I'll give him up to the ground at least, like our fathers have done always. I'll bury him neath the barrow where our parents lie, not leave his corpse to be ate by the corpsers. That would be like the various, they call them necrophages. So there's rot fiends, which are basically just rotting corpses that are reanimated. There are, what are some of the other ones? The drowners are basically drowned people come back from the dead. Those sorts of things. Oh, and ghouls like to eat corpses as well. So I seek a man brave, able with a sword, and willing to venture out with me to find Bastion. I won't pay much, for I have not much to give, but I'm not stingy with gratitude and sure to show it aplenty. Any man willing to help, look for a raised hut along the road to White Orchard, just near the bridge. I've made camp there. And Dune Vildenvert. So this actually is a quest. We can go follow this one. In fact, that's probably one of the first ones we'll do. Also this one as well. Devil by the Well. I know there's a war on and every man's got trouble enough of his own, but perhaps there's one of you who could help a father in need. You all surely know that the well in the ruined village and the devil that guards it with jealous fury. And if you don't know, well, come and ask and I'll tell you all about it. Whoever drives the monster away from the well will get a fat purse of gold. Just don't tarry, for it's an urgent matter. Odolan. So we'll take that one. All right. Yep, so it's just tutorial stuff. I know all this stuff. All right. I guess I'm climbing over that. That's not what I meant to do. All right. It wants me to go to the world map. So here's the world that we are in right now. I had the tutorials off. I don't know why they're coming up still. It's really annoying. Cool. Okay, so here we are. This is the size of the starting area. Not real huge compared to some of the lands that we get into later on, but pretty big. Pretty big. So here, that marker is a quest giver, as you'll see in a lot of games. Here's our main quest, is to go out to here. But we're going to take things slow. We're going to explore this whole area eventually. So first we're going to go to that dude. Close enough. We'll put a marker over there. So that shows up on the minimap then. Oh my god. Stop. This will probably be the first quest we do, in fact. It's one I've done before. So we're going to talk with this guy, who is a dwarf. Supposed to be another race, you know, like dwarves and many other things you may have seen.
Oh, got a wee bit chilly the night, so I set fire to my forge. Got it nice and roaring. Roasted some wieners. What do you think happened, dimwit? Some bugger set alight me workshop. I've lost everything. Everything!
All right, so we'll try and be more understanding. I think that's a better way to go. Increase the humanity in the world.
Any suspects?
Whole damned village. I've lived here half a century. Thought they saw me as one of their own. But everything changed when the Black Ones came. I'm the only smith around, so I got to serve as their garrison. Bang dents out to plate, shoe horses. That sort of thing.
Sorry for the delay. My computer is not the fastest in the world.
Don't pay me a bloody copper.
At some point, I'd like to get a new GPU so I can run this better.
They think I'm getting rich off their misfortune. That I sleep on a pile of gold like a ploughing dragon. They've stopped talking to me. Spit when I pass. And now this.
All right, so we'll take the
I
contract.
can find your arsonist, provided you're willing to pay.
I've not much left, but I'll give you all if you bring me that horse in, so that he gets what he deserves. The night of the fire, I heard movement outside my hut. Went out to see if I could find any tracks, but found nothing. But then I haven't got cat eyes, have I? Good
No, you don't, but I do. Okay, so here's our first quest. We're going to track this quest. And up on the minimap pops the area we got to search now. Yes, I know. Jesus. Stop at the points. Oh my god. Okay, so we're going to use our Witcher senses here. I don't know what this kid is hiding for.
Mum, don't let us talk to strangers.
Yeah, okay. Gonna leave him alone.
What happened to your mug?
Let's see now if we can find anything out. Oh, and there we go. Clues usually show up in red. Other things of interest show up in yellow when we're using our senses here.
Footprints. A man's. Large.
So we're going to go follow that around. See where it leads us. Even with the low resolution graphics, I gotta say this is a really gorgeous game. You know, I have my settings all the way down so that I can process it better. Oh.
Stinks of piss. And vodka.
So let's see now. Heading towards the water.
Took off his boots and went in the water. Probably wanted to cover his trail.
Ooh, some stuff to loot. That's always nice. I think there may be other stuff around to loot. We'll find out though. Okay. This is the area we gotta search. If I remember right. Should pick up. Yep, there we are.
Something jumped out of the rushes. Drowners. But he managed to escape. Lost his boots in the rush.
Should be easy to identify. People don't exactly have many pairs of boots in this world. No, sometimes the senses don't work as well. There we go.
Look at me.
Tracks lead back to the village.
And if you remember from last time, that's the guy we saved in some of the opening scenes there. So now he is a merchant in the village.
I knows what I knows. Elsa bears her rump for the Blackens.
Bleeding, but not badly. Surface wound.
Is yonder ain't it, McCare?
That's one of the things I like about this game a lot is they've tried to put in at least, you know, the rudiments of a backstory for even average people, so they'll talk to each other about their daily lives.
Trail ends here, but I'll recognize him by his wounds.
So I don't think I'll be stealing from villagers, even ones that are not the greatest. But I think that's a pretty good rule if we're trying to adopt more of a Robin Hood mentality of fighting against Empire and for peasants. Maybe don't steal from them, even though we
It's gotta
could.
be him.
Okay, so let's talk.
Nasty wound. Run into a drowner.
What the fuck do you care?
Whoa, our arsonist's a charmer too. Come on, Smith wants to talk to you.
I ain't not talk to a non-human. Sons of bitches all, and dwarves are the worst. Greedy little magpies, do anything for gold they will. They forge the blades the black ones put to our throats.
So here we have a stand-in for racism, since unfortunately most of the people in this game, in fact all of them that I can think of, are white guys.
Listen,
So instead of other,
this out, man
you know,
to man.
races as we would think of them, they have other races of humanoids. So they have dwarves, they have elves, halflings,
Mum died a while back and I
shapeshifters,
sold her
that sort of
tools.
thing.
I've spent some.
But a lot of the, you know, the common mindset is really to be racist against other races of humanoids. So it makes for interesting dynamics that actually do have some bearing on the real world. Nope, we are not going to let him go because he's being a racist asshole.
Magpies and dwarves might be greedy, but I'm not. Can't buy me.
Then I'll beat your fucking mug to a pulp.
Yep, a small drunk guy's going to beat up a witcher. So for his own good and his own safety, I think we will use our little Jedi mind trick on him. That'll be one of the first abilities we upgrade, because it really does come in handy with these dialogue trees a lot. And the higher you have it, the more often it can be used. So we're going to walk this drunk asshole back to face the person he's wronged. I guess his wife just walked in and is like, oh, weird. What's going on? Or maybe he was hiding in someone else's house. That might be the guy who lives there. Come on, drunkie. Oh my god. He's very slow. Let's look at our inventory real quick. Oh god, I know. Stop with the tutorials. It gets to be a bit much. Even if you haven't played this game, it gets to be a bit much with it. And this does this, and that does that, and look over here. And like, okay, we got it. Oh my god, here we go. There we go. We put our tawny oil in our potion spot. So now we understand potions. Thank goodness. Okay. And you do actually have to read all the things again for some reason, or else it marks it as unread. A weird thing about the game, but whatever. Yeah, we don't really have much we can do right now with anything. Cool. Just want to take a quick look. Here comes our guy, though. This is a bit of a tedious quest, but at least he doesn't live too far away.
Freak.
That's not very nice, is it? But we will turn the other cheek.
It's Dervan now. D-E-R-V-A-N, not Goidemar.
What do you mean? I know what they named you at your cutting. What kind of name is that anyway? Dervan.
Now you're cutting.
Nilfgaardian. My gran was from Nazaire.
Oh, so people are choosing sides now.
Oh, so that's how it is. Then by my leave, Master.
As a peasant, what choice do you really have? You know, you're serving one master or another master that takes over. What really is the difference from one empire to another? As far as you're concerned, you get exploited for your labor. You have to give up a portion of whatever you make to your lord. Is he coming or what?
Who taught you that?
Chetty.
I wonder if we can push him along a little.
You're never to sing that rhyme again. Never. And you're not to play with Chetty no more.
Oh yeah, there's a notice on the tree. We can look at that. Wanted honeycombs will pay large quantities. Welcome, Tomira the herbalist. Cool. Come on, Nap.
Looking for trouble.
Yeah, looking for trouble. No, I just had to go all the way back. I should have known that by now, but whatever.
Up and at 'em.
What's going on?
Here you go. One village pyromaniac in the flesh.
Nap. You! I knew your mum for years. Charged her nary a copper. This is how you repay me.
There's some Nilfgaardian soldiers in the background.
Hey, soldier. A minute of your time, please.
No, Willis.
So these are not cut and dry moral decisions.
Didn't know what I was doing.
He's gonna get in big trouble now, because that is the system they live under. They live under.
Master Willis. We will help you rebuild once reinforcements
They
come.
live under monarchism.
Supplies have been ordered.
So laws and justice are oriented around that, which means peasants basically don't have a lot of rights and get harsh
This
punishments.
here's the arsonist. A witcher found him.
So we could have let him go, and
The
he
forge was important to the garrison.
may have,
Destroying it was sabotage. No trial needed here. Just a tree.
so he gets the death penalty from our decision. But yeah, that's what we got away. Is it better to let racism continue to flourish, and people to destroy one another for that sort of thing? So yeah, that was a harsh punishment. We're gonna go with that.
Harsh as punishment goes.
But deserved.
Or do you
I hated the black ones at first.
bring
like
bad
everybody
actors
else
to
did.
justice? Which that
Now I'm thinking they might
hanging a
keep
guy
order in
for
this place. Teach
burning a
these
place
layabouts
down
some manners.
seems
But enough about
a
that.
bit
Your reward.
seems a bit steep. I have to agree.
And I managed to save some things from the fire.
You know, yeah,
Anvil's
especially if
still
we're gonna
whole, so I'm sure I can
go
bang
with the
something
principle
out of
that
it. You need anything?
people are
let me
more
know.
important than buildings.
Give you a good price.
And yeah, did we make the right decision? It's hard to even say. Hard to say, and that's what you find a lot in this game, which I like that. It's not just like, do you beat up the baddies or do you let them go free? Or, you know, there's not clear-cut moral decisions. You have to really think about where you stand. Let's see what he got.
A return
What he's got.
customer.
You
Welcome.
got to think about where you
What can I do
stand,
for
what your
you
moral
this time?
principles are, and what it is you're trying to accomplish in the big picture with every little thing that you do. Let's see what he's got. I don't think I can afford anything yet,
Show me
but
what you got.
it'd be good to keep this in mind. It's been a bit since I've been back here. Saddles are usually good things to invest in, but I don't have enough yet for that. And these diagrams are usually pretty good things to invest in. Trackers, trails. So these would all be good stuff. But also a lot of them are outside. I'm in level 1. This is level 6, and it takes a while to level up. So I would say there's no real point at this point to buy this stuff. We may be able to sell him some junk. No, he's not interested in junk. So he's not interested in anything that we have to sell. I don't think I even know. Yeah. Okay, I know this. Oh, I hate these tutorials so much. I got it. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think there's anything that he can even do for us yet because we haven't been playing this game. Oh my goodness. He's going to do it for this one too, isn't it? Nope. Thank goodness. All right, let's just get out of here. And that's it for that quest. So we've completed our first quest. Alrighty. Sometimes it's slow to update, but it will say in just a second here that we've completed that quest. Let's find another one. So we'll go into our quests here. And yeah, so far just one main quest. Okay. Oh my god. Yeah, got it. Let's do this one next. Doesn't even have a level on it, so I think it's suitable for a level 1. We will track that quest. And now it'll show up on our mini-map where to go. It's probably not even that far. Because I think the guy lives in the village.
Think you've got it tough. You've a roof over your head. That's something. When the black ones laid siege to this inn,
So big decision we're going to have to make here throughout this game is how do we deal with bandits? There's you know, the main groups of enemies you'll find are monsters and then bandits. And monsters, I mean, that's our job. We kill monsters to keep humans safe. They're not of this world, so they're kind of messing with the local ecology anyway. You might think of them as invasive species, even. So that, not too much. Yeah, I know how to summon my horse. Thanks. Even that, not too much to worry about. Might as well take our... Oh, of course, that horse is in the way.
My
Well, we're going to try and get him out of the way.
Lad went missing one day, so folks in Untitled hunting nearby started poking them arse.
But then humans, that's a totally different thing, because there's humans that have
Those plums are wreaking havoc on me gut.
taken up small encampments in the woods for various reasons. Some of them are more understandable than others. There's bandits who, due to hunger and inability to make a living otherwise, rob people, and that's not awesome, but it's definitely the system that's pushing them to do such. So that's definitely a moral question we'll have to ponder. There are deserters, people that have just decided they don't want to be part of an empire's army. I think that is pretty clear that we can just leave those ones alone altogether, because fuck the empire, really. You know? Feudalism is a terrible system that destroys a lot of people for no good reason, other than to maintain power for the elite few. Why are we having trouble here getting down? I don't know. We should be able to come through here, no problem. Ugh. Okay, I guess that's too steep of a hill to just jump down. We'll have to find another way around. Oh, I guess the road goes this way anyway. Silly of me to detour then at all. Oh well. Sometimes the controls go a little wonky. So deserters, I think we'll probably try to leave alone and, you know, not just murder a bunch of people for deserting an army that they were probably forced into in the first place. Then once we get to the larger maps and stuff, there's even more ambiguity. There's groups of cannibals who have decided that it's cool to just murder and eat innocent people. Should we be attacking them? It can be pretty well established they do more harm than good to the world. You know, it's a pretty big violation of your bodily autonomy to be murdered and eaten. So there's that too, but then there's other groups too. So we'll just have to kind of, you know, talk it out, come to some sort of an agreement. Oh, hello, Alyosha. How you doing? Good to see you. Good afternoon. Did you ever get your streaming stuff back up and running? I know you were having trouble last time. Yeah. So yeah, there's a lot of moral questions to come to conclusions about how we're going to act. Right now, here's some monsters that I see in the minimap that are down on the beach. I could go down there and kill them, and it would help this village who's been through a lot already. They've been ransacked. And again, here we see a consequence of war. It's got nothing to do with any decision any peasant could possibly make. And yet they bear the brunt. So we're going to talk to this dude.
Talk to your dog.
It's my brother's, Bastion's. But guess he's mine now.
But I think our
Bastion fought the Black Ones in a battle.
I won't interrupt his monologue. We'll talk about it after.
I told him, do like I did, lose a finger or two so they won't recruit you. Dude, damn afeard he was. Bloody hell.
I'd walk the battlefield if I were you.
I did. Sea of corpses. And corpsers feeding. Someone told me they were feared of fire, so I took a torch, tried to chase them off. Horse shite, I tell you. Would have ended up
Oh, you're
eaten
gonna
alive
buy
if it
another
weren't for
computer,
Hassan
Allie?
here.
That's terrible. Yeah, computers are pricey. Like, the one that I'm using right now was only about $500, but that was a significant investment for us.
Keep the ghouls off. Help me find Bastion and I'll pay you well.
And it's still not even anywhere near top of the line, of course, for that price. So we're going to take this contract. We're going to help a guy out.
Fine, I'll help you. Just been a few days since the battle. Chances we find your brother alive are slim. Very slim.
I would have thought, but I want to find his body at least. So Bastion don't rot there in the sun with the black ones. Meet me on the hill overlooking the battlefield. We'll move on together from there.
Radio. Don't know that there's anyone else in here to talk to or anything else to do. But yeah, these people have just been recently devastated by the war that came through. Oh, look, yep. So there too. Oh, peasants living here, so we're just going to leave them alone. They almost never react, though. It's kind of... Would have been a cool detail if they had added that too. Like, oh, who are you? But it's cool that you can at least go into a lot of the houses. It's not just part of the NPC world that you don't get to interact with. But yeah, look, lost everything. You can be guaranteed there's absolutely nothing they did to deserve this. Houses burned down. Oh, and then there's also liberated villages sometimes. There's villages that have been taken over, sometimes by monsters, which, again, pretty clear what to do there, but sometimes by people. You know? Is it okay to kill those people for, say, a more innocent class of people? You know, just the peasants who are just trying to live their lives. Yep, some deserters hung there. Come on. No, I didn't mean to do that. No. I'm trying to make the stupid horse run. There we go. Now it's actually galloping. Oh, but now it's not gonna.
Not so fast, Roach.
All right. Can we turn? Oh, I didn't mean to get off there either.
Faster.
Oh, having some trouble with the controls, but we'll get back on it. Let's go. Let's go. Alright, we're just going to follow the road. I think it goes basically where we need to be. Yeah, man, look at, even with the low-res graphics, that's still pretty beautiful. There's actual weather patterns that blow through. Different things happen at different times of the day and night. I wonder if we're getting off track here. Let me check the map quick. Oh yeah, we're almost there. Okay. Yeah, okay. Now we can hear his dog barking. So we're going to come to the edge of a recent battlefield. See if we can help him find the corpse, the likely corpse of his brother.
Slow now. Whoa.
And there's the Temerian flag, which is basically a defunct empire. King's dead. That happened in the last game. Okay,
You're
what's
here,
that?
good. Bastion. His body must be here somewhere.
Among countless others. Want to examine
Well, I hope
one by
you get
one?
things figured out, Ali.
Take a
That
while.
is really unfortunate to hear.
You needn't
Go
fret.
ahead and give you a shout out
The
here.
recruits from White Orchard painted a small flower on their shields so as to be able to spot each other in battle. There was just a few of them. We look for the flowers, we'll find Bastion quick.
But yeah, I hope everything.
No offense, but
Hope you find a way to make things
many
work out for you,
soldiers
because
dropped
I
his
do
shield, especially if he was on the
enjoy your
losing
presence
side.
on Twitch. I think you do some good work.
If we find the shield alone, Hassan will catch the scent and lead us to Bastion. Come on. Sooner we get this done, the better.
Okay. Okay, so we're gonna put on our. Oh my God, I know. Oh, everything. Yes, 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 yes. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. Please. So we're gonna put on our Quan, our little force field. There we go. And then we're gonna use our firepower. Alright, there's gonna be a lot to loot here. This is one of the first great loot areas that we come to. Because, you know, it's a battlefield. A lot of people have died. And
So many corpses, and the war's just started.
you know, people tend to leave behind supplies. Oh boy. Didn't mean to do that. Alright. See, these are the ghouls. They tend to like to eat corpses. Why are you doing that? What the heck? Well, I'm not sure what happened there. But, yeah. Come on here, Geralt. What does it keep doing that for? I don't know what's going on. And there we go. Now we got a whole bunch of stuff to loot. Yeah, I'm holding it to look for objects. I don't... the game's bugging out. I don't know what its deal is. So a lot of this game is just looting. Might seem a bit tedious, but it is how you make a significant portion of your money by looting stuff and then selling it to local merchants or using it to craft things. Wow. There's a shield over here that we should be examining. Yeah, got it. Thanks.
That him?
No. Neighbour's son. Come on, Hussar. Can you smell Bastion, boy? Still nothing.
You're welcome for the shadowed alley. You say the issue about raids and interactive with the sound and video and a faster stream. Oh, so that's what you're trying to get a new computer for. Yeah, I feel that too. That's one of the reasons I upgraded to this one. Which again, definitely not top of the line computer, but it works a hell of a lot better than my last one for streaming. You can actually have people on without video lag. You can watch videos without lag. You can actually play this game on stream, which I definitely couldn't have done with my last one. I couldn't even load this game on my last computer. I hate when people are hard to loot. Oh well, we'll just leave him. There was a ghoul over here that I hadn't looted yet. Oh, here's another guy.
That him?
No. Doesn't look anything like him. Come on, Hussar. Can you smell Bastion, boy? Still nothing.
Alright, we'll look over here. Kind of weird to be taking water off of dead people in the middle of a rancid swamp battlefield, but apparently it's as good as any other water. Oh, that's also the neighbor's. I thought I must have already looked at that one. Ah, I see, I see. Ooh, dead soldier's letter. Let's read it. Gustav, I've got something to ask of you. I've come into the possession of quite a stash of valuables. Don't know how. Modesty prevents me from trumpeting the heroic deeds. Or don't ask how, excuse me. Modesty prevents me from trumpeting the heroic deeds I performed in the fight for our beloved fatherland. At any rate, there's so damn much of it that there's no way in hell I'm going to carry it back on my own, so I've put everything in a chest and buried it on the beach at the base of the cliff with the 2 burned out huts on it. Ah, the place we just came from, probably. You know where the crayfish hunt. Where we'd go crayfish hunting there. Remember? So here's what you got to do: grab a wheelbarrow, throw a shovel in it, and take it to the beach. But be sure that no one sees you. We'll load the treasure and sell it in Vizima and split the earnings 50-50 like families should. See you later. And remember, not a word to anyone. Johan. So there we go. We got that to look forward to later.
Come on, Hussar.
When we get back to the
Still
village.
rusty, boy. Still.
Alright, let's see if we can find some of the stuff we're actually looking for. I think there was another guy over here to come examine. Oh, yeah, here we go.
Skin's burned off. Might be hard to tell, I know, but could this be him?
Bastian was big, broad-shouldered. This one seems smaller, but maybe it's the fire did that.
Alright, we're gonna have to keep looking around. There were some more ghouls I had killed over here. I can go loot.
Hussar's caught his scent.
Oh,
Come on.
cool. Yep, we'll go. So let me get this, It's running all over the place. I'm coming. Is this Hussar that we're following? Hopefully so.
But there is more. My lieutenant demanded we defecate on command. Ballista bolts, landing all around, and all he could say was, "A soldier with a full stomach will not step onto the battlefield." Now shit, that is an order. Can you believe it? The cretin.
Yeah, so the speech is going to be a little bit off just because of graphics processors. Not the best, but should be able to follow along with just the sound and words
That needs
anyway.
a tourniquet. But first, want to explain what's going on here?
What time we got? 12:08. Gonna have to
Is he?
probably cut it
Has this
off
Red Guardian captured you?
probably after this
No.
one. Maybe we'll get to the next quest and we'll leave it there.
I got a cut to me side, and then got hit in the head. Couldn't see anything. Rosin here found me as he crawled across the battlefield. His legs twisted. And so we were. A blind man leading a cripple. Found this place.
So we're going to have a moral quandary coming up here. But this one should be pretty easy to figure out.
We need to see to these wounds.
I won't leave Rose in here. I'll own he'll die.
So in case you missed it, these are opposing factions.
He's
An
deserted.
old Temerian and a Nilfgaardian who helped save each other's lives.
And what if they find him with us? They'll hang us all, my Laisha included. No, the Blacken stays here.
So there's a risk in taking in this Nilfgaardian. So how are we going to play it here? Your brother's right. It's too risky, which means leave the guy here who will almost certainly die without use of his legs. Or do we take him in? So I think, you know, they saved each other's lives. Who cares about allegiances or empires or even risk at this point? If the working class doesn't pull together and help one another out, no one's going to do it for them. So let's go for the merciful route.
Bastion only made it with the Black One's help. Maybe you ought to show him Nordlings aren't as barbarous as Nilfgaardians make us out to be.
Well, I could give him our pa's clothes, teach him to work the field. But that accent... Fine, I'll take him in.
There we go. I think that was the right choice.
Thank you, Witcher. Your reward, and the gods protect you.
All right, so we finished that one. So this is an abandoned hut. So yeah, they don't really need their sulfur anymore. Jump over there. Alcohest, which is used in potion making. Boy. Yes, I know how to summon the horse. Thanks. So we're gonna run back to the battlefield. We'll loot a little bit more. And then we'll get on to our next quest, and that'll be it for today. I think there were still some guys over here to be looted. Yep, here we go. Well, we can fight some more ghouls too. Put on a little force field again. Why is it not? Come on, let's loot. Okay. Not the way we're trying to go here, Geralt. Oh, Okay. I don't think I have any bombs, so we're gonna have to make a bomb. That's an alchemy. Bombs, let's see. It keeps getting off the game for some reason. What am I missing? Oh, I'm missing everything. Saltpeter. We'll have to come back for that later then. I think grape shot as well. Yeah, I'm missing that saltpeter and the calcium. That's alright. We can, however, draw from here and get ourselves a new skill point. Yep, I understand skill points. I got it, got it, got it. I'm not going to pick from there. I'm going to pick from here. We're going to upgrade our delusion. And, yep, got it, got it. Yep. So unfortunately, more ghouls will come back later because we can't destroy that nest.
Ought to just destroy it.
But we'll do it when we're more powerful anyway. Oh my god, come on. Bunch more guys we can go loot. Get some herbs on the way. And then we'll wrap it up. I do gotta get going pretty soon. Raw horse meat. For some reason, you can eat that too without any ill effect. Just a bit of horse meat from a battlefield. Oh. I don't know what's happening. The game's having trouble keeping up. Oh, come on now. I may have to click away and click back. Well, this is annoying. We'll stop sharing the screen, see if that helps clear it up. I guess this is a good point to cut it off then anyway, because I do have to get going. Got stuff to do today. But I do have Fridays off now from my job. My schedule's changed a little bit, so maybe this will be a recurring Friday thing, because I have a lot of fun doing it, and I hope you all have a lot of fun watching it too. So let's go ahead and raid into someone. Actually, you know what? I think I might be the only one. I don't know if I have anyone left on watching. Got one viewer. Let's see. Well, we'll just raid into someone anyway. See who's on right now on the low end. Could use a little boost. Oh, Allie. Maybe we'll raid into you. What are you talking about again today, Allie? So for those of you finding the video later on, you want to check out another cool Twitch streamer, Alyosher's you can't go wrong with his content. So check out Alyosher, and then we'll go and raid into his channel. Okay, so covering White House news, Kamala decides, I can never remember if it's Kamala or Kamala, but whatever, decides to fight the pandemics, not over Friday. Harrison Biden, news, civics, poli-sci. Sounds like all cool stuff, Allie. So check out Alyosher. Give him a follow and donate if you can. He's trying to get a new computer. So yeah, let's start the raid. There you go.